Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Battlefield 6 players are review bombing REDSEC, but not because it's bad, but for reasons we'll get into in this video. I'm Blaze2K, come join me every day on stream. I stream Battlefield 6 and REDSEC lately. I'm loving it. But yeah, like, subscribe, click the bell icon, and let's talk about why people are review bombing REDSEC. So let's get into it here. So here's Battlefield REDSEC on Steam. It's got mixed reviews. I think it was like overwhelmingly negative before, but people are sort of pulling it back up. Let's read the article from Polygon and see. So don't let loud fans deter you from playing the Battle Royale. So overall, in my opinion, having played the Battle Royale for hours, I played a lot of it last night on stream, or yesterday on stream in the evening, and we had a blast on it. It feels a lot like Call of Duty Warzone. Like, it feels like it's taken the good things from Call of Duty Warzone. It's improved upon them. They've added their own Battlefield twist to it. We've got the vehicles, we've got a couple of different things like using, missions that unlock things like tanks and vehicle cards. It's a nice twist, and it's a refreshing twist. After having played Warzone for the past 5 years, I am kind of in love with it, not gonna lie. But not all fans are happy, because apparently right now they're forcing you to play the Battle Royale to complete the Battle Pass in the new Season 1 content of Battlefield 6, and not everyone's happy about it. So let's read more about what they've got to say. So Battlefield REDSEC, Battlefield's Battle Royale competitor to Call of Duty Warzone, a game I know a lot about, launched earlier this week to a lot of praise and fanfare. Social media is abuzz with impressive clips, despite solo players receiving the short end of the stick, with only duos and quads playlists available. I know how that feels, because I'm usually a solo player on these Battle Royale games. The reception has been overwhelmingly positive until you check the Steam reviews. We're going to get into those in a second. As of this writing, reviews on Steam for Battlefield REDSEC are mixed, because despite the countless positive reviews explaining how good the core gameplay is, that's balanced out by a myriad of reviews, mostly from Battlefield 6 players who self-admit they're not interested in REDSEC, that are negative. Which is largely because REDSEC released at the same time as Battlefield 6 Season 1, which brought with it a new set of weekly challenges. Some of these challenges require playing the Battle Royale mode. However, so to complete the Battle Pass, players must partake in a mode they otherwise had no interest in. And I understand that. I respect that. You buy Battlefield 6, you paid $70 for the game. Battle Royale games in general just don't interest you. You're more of a Battlefield player, and you're like, okay, new season pass, new battle pass, we get to unlock a bunch of new skins, weapon skins, operators, all that good stuff, right? And then you get to a challenge to complete the battle pass. You have to jump on to REDSEC. Now, I understand why DICE did it. They want to boost REDSEC. They haven't really spoke about REDSEC, honestly. It was an absolute shadow launch just a few days ago. They wanted to focus on attention to be on their $70 game, Battlefield 6, with the campaign and the multiplayer, whereas REDSEC is free to play, which is a good thing. To compete with Call of Duty Warzone, it needs to be free to play, but obviously they didn't want to take away the shine and the hype around Battlefield 6, understandably, because Battlefield 6 costs money right out the gate to play, whereas this doesn't. I know our buddy Subby Life here, yesterday I was playing with, was telling me he bought Battlefield 6 basically with the sole intention of playing REDSEC. He didn't know it was free to play, but he's planning on playing the multiplayer anyway, so it's a good investment. Buy Battlefield 6. Whether you just want to play REDSEC or not, get Battlefield 6. It's the right decision. But one review here reads, I bought Battlefield 6 for its core mode. I shouldn't be forced into playing REDSEC because half of my weeklies are tied to a mode I want to play. I don't want to play. Another reiterates the same sentiment with the additional context that even though you can re-roll challenges, you can still see plenty focused on REDSEC because they're pushing it hard on people who would not touch it even once. However, this isn't the only reason people are happy. The one other recurring complaint is that none of the maps in Battlefield 6 are big enough, and that REDSEC feels like a truer Battlefield experience than the main game thanks to its sheer size and environmental destruction. So if you're considering jumping into REDSEC, don't let the negative reviews at first glance put you off. So that article comes courtesy of Polygon. Let's head over and check out the Battlefield's REDSEC reviews ourselves and see which ones are the most voted ones here. So let's see. So this is one of the most voted ones here. It says, actually a solid Battle Royale experience. Most negative reviews are just butthurt people about maps and challenges. If you want to drop in, destroy some stuff and have a good time for free, then this is for you. And a pretty blunt thing, a blunt review here saying reviews don't give real reasons why it's bad or good, just making it look bad. It's free, so make your own opinion. My opinion is that it's just okay. Tanks and BR is a little overkill since you have to carry anti-air, anti-vehicle stuff to kill players. Of course, I've grown out of BR games a long time ago, but I have tried some PUBG, a little over 1,000 hours in Fortnite, way past 3,500 hours, and it's kind of the same, but good competition for other BR games like Warzone, and competition is always good for us gamers. Absolutely. Now, here's one of the negative reviews, alright? This got a lot of upvotes. It says BF6 base multiplayer gets small maps with limited destructions. Battlefield Battle Royale gets a massive map with whole buildings coming down and water vehicles. I wish they spent more time making Conquest a true Battlefield experience. I can't say I disagree with that. Here's another good review. Negative review this one is. As it stands, it's alright. Positives, Battle Royale is slower, it's methodical, ironically slower than the main game. I mean, it is slower than the main. Let's be honest, it is slower, but in terms of like the movement speed, I feel like it's faster than the multiplayer. It's more COD style. Gauntlet is fresh and fun. Redeploy is very welcome. Having an extra life is nice. That is nice. Vehicles and counterplay feels balanced after you learn about the anti-vehicle gear. But now we're getting into the grievances list. No solo queue. 100% agree. They need to add solos to this as soon as possible. I'm more of a solo player, although I do enjoy a little bit of team play, you know, if you've got enough, you know, good people on microphone like we did yesterday. No in-depth tutorial. Very true. It does seem very vague. There's a lot of aspects to this game that you just have to learn by doing, and that's not for everyone. You know, people like to be guided through their experience, whereas I'm more of a just jump in and let's just experience it for what it is and learn as we go kind of guy. So for some people, I can see the not having an in-depth tutorial being a deal breaker, and it's maybe something they'll add over time. Keep main challenges and REDSEC challenges separate. Yes, I agree with this. For me, for somebody that doesn't mind, you know, switching back and forth between REDSEC and multiplayer, obviously keeping challenges separate isn't a big deal. But for those that just want to play the multiplayer on its own, you know, I can understand that and I can respect that. And you can re-roll the challenges, but not assignments. Lacking quality of life features. I think quality of life feature. I think already it's got pretty decent quality of life features in terms of. I mean, just let's keep in mind that this game just came out a couple of days ago, so they will add more stuff over time. The season pass and the battle pass will keep things a little bit more fresh as time goes on, and they'll probably tweak the guns, tweak the gameplay over time. So I'm not worried about quality of life features. It's like, it's not as if this is what we're going to get and what's going to stay as for the next 5 years. You know, it's obviously going to change and evolve as time goes on, just as Warzone has. If you compare this to Warzone, Warzone is like a drastically different game now than it was when it first came out. Whether that's to its benefit or, you know, whether that's a detriment, I'm not sure. For me, Warzone's got worse, dramatically worse over the years, just because of the inclusion of like ridiculous skins like, you know, Beavis and Butthead and American Dad or American Guy, whatever it's called. It's just a cartoony, ridiculous skins. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like colorful or wild skins from time to time. I mean, I love the Michael Myers, I love the Terminator. One of the few people that actually love the Terminator skin, because I'm a massive Terminator movie geek. I'm just a pop culture movie geek in general. So when I see a crossover between a franchise that I like and something like Warzone, you know, I like it, but maybe I'm a minority. Here's another bad review. I bought Battlefield 6 for its core modes. I shouldn't be forced into playing REDSEC because half of my weeklies are tied to a mode I don't want to play. Bought Battlefield 6 to play Battlefield. Bought Battle Pass for Battlefield 6. Look inside and half my weekly challenges are for the Battle Royale that I won't be playing. Oh, but you can reroll the challenges. Yeah, and 3 of them are still for the Battle Royale because they're pushing it hard on people that would not touch it even once. Also, this is where the true big maps for Conquest and Escalation went. Oh. It's been no secret that people are kind of unhappy about the smaller maps in Battlefield 6's core multiplayer modes, and people are sort of giving REDSEC flack a little bit because the map is obviously quite big. Yeah, kind of interesting. As somebody who's played Battlefield since the original since Battlefield 2 on PC back in the day with all the expansions, I understand what people are talking about. I mean, I've been used to, in terms of Battlefield, I've been used to large maps. So when Warzone came out and people were like, "Oh my God, this Warzone Battle Royale map is massive. These maps are massive." You know, to me, I was like, well, you know, maps were pretty big back in the Battlefield days. So to see Battlefield sort of backtrack and make smaller maps for the core multiplayer and then just rely on a bigger map for, you know, the Battle Royale, it's kind of, it's weird. It's different. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, in general, I think over the past several Battlefield games, I feel like small maps haven't been Battlefield's forte. They haven't been really good at it. They haven't made any compelling small maps, whereas I feel like they've always been good at big maps for the most part, but smaller maps haven't really captured me as much as Battlefield 6 has. And I definitely want to see big maps in Battlefield 6, but I'm glad to know that they are taking small maps seriously as well. And I think over time we'll get a nice spread between smaller maps, medium-sized maps, and large maps. I'm hoping we do. And hopefully we get some old maps from Battlefield 3 and 4 that make a comeback, because a lot of them are fantastic. I mean, look at Iwo Jima coming back in 2042, the last update, right after the open beta for BF6 ended. Iwo Jima, in my opinion, is the best map to have come to Battlefield 2042. So I'm hoping we see something similar for Battlefield 6, and I'm here for it. I think overall, you know, just to sum things up in this video, I think the Battle Royale mode, REDSEC, is compelling. It's enjoyable. It's got a lot of nice little tweaks and elements, and I'm still learning it. But like I said at the start of the video, that's how I enjoy to play my games. I like to just jump in and learn it over time, learn it as I play it, because, you know, you get nice little surprises here and there. There's a couple of times, you know, like the weapon upgrade system. I was thrilled with the fact that I could upgrade my assault rifle that I had and choose whether I wanted to focus more on capacity in terms of magazine size, or, you know, aim and precision and lack of recoil. It's kind of cool that you can sort of adjust your loadout as you go. It's nowhere by any means similar to PUBG in terms of you could like change your scopes on the fly, but in attachments on the fly, and improve your gun more slowly over time. But it is nice to be able to upgrade your gun as you play. So yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I'll be streaming it more often during the week. I'll be mixing up my streams with multiplayer and REDSEC gameplay. But yeah, overall, it's not bad so far, dude. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. Don't decide not to play REDSEC just because you're seeing a lot of negative reviews, obviously over on the Steam page. Looking at the player count for Battlefield 6, obviously it hit another peak. Maybe not the highest peak it's ever had. I mean, the highest peak was 747,000 players when Battlefield 6 originally came out. It got a little bit of a boost with REDSEC yesterday. Sorry, on the 28th. And it is dipping down again into the 500,000s, but still, that's pretty impressive. And if you compare that to something like Call of Duty, at least on PC, I know there was one commenter yesterday saying, well, the numbers you're looking at, the charts you're looking at, don't include console players. More console players play Call of Duty than they play Battlefield. Well, we don't know. I'm just using this as a reference because it's the only reference I have, and that is the Steam charts, people that play on Steam. And obviously, you know, Call of Duty is just dipping in the 30,000s, whereas Battlefield is up in the hundreds of thousands in terms of, but it just came out as well. So, but yeah, anyways guys, like, subscribe, click the bell icon, come join me on stream. If you want to get some cool tech, check the description down below and the links, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, happy Halloween, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.